Now, I got to tell you, brothers and sisters, nothing really interesting happens there in the lodge, and I go through all the work just like every other brother. And I find something very interesting. I find that the lodge is filled with brothers who have pure and noble hearts, filled with men who are trying to do something very noble and good. They are trying to make good men better. And I find out the truth of all Masonic knowledge, of all Master Masons. If you wish to know the truth, you have merely but to ask. Seek it, and you will find. Ask, and you will get the answer. Knock, and it shall be opened for you. Nothing exceptionally important happens to me, and I find no special knowledge. I learn from the brothers the same knowledge that everybody learns, the sacred words, go through it, memorize the ancient rituals, and go through all the procedures that any of you can read about online or watch videos about, and most of you know. The rituals and symbols and signs of the craft are ancient depictions of various groups throughout the history of mankind, but I don't really understand what most of this stuff means, and I'm just like a normal brother who goes through the work, but truly doesn't understand the deeper meaning of what we call Freemasonry. And so, I go through all of the degrees and become a master. And as all brethren of every lodge know, a master is a master, and there is no higher degree than master, apart from those who may have other understandings about the blue ray. Well, then there will be those who say, oh, Brother Steve, then that means you don't know, because there's all kinds of different degrees, and there's all kinds of different positions, and there's all kinds of different numbers, and there's all different kinds of players on the checkerboard or the chessboard. Oh, brothers and sisters, those of you who have listened to me and my story know I'm not playing at the same level as everybody else. You're listening to Hot Conflict, and oh, brothers and sisters, I don't understand the meaning of any of the spiritual knowledge of Islam or Masonry or anything at this point. I'm just a guy on the journey searching. And I am looking for anything. But there is one strange little thing that happens. In the late 90s, 1998, 1999, those who are Master Masons upon this earth will testify to the truth. Now, it is told amongst Master Masons that if a Master Mason or any Mason were to disclose without authority the secrets of the lodge, then the other Masons are obliged to kill him for revealing the secrets of the lodge. My name is Salim Siddiqui. I am the brother from the square and compass, that which is known as the Kaaba. And when I speak, O brethren of the Lodge of Blue, I speak with the authority of Allah, the creator of all that is, and on the authority of the messenger Muhammad, seal of the prophets, and master of all masters. I say to you, O brethren of the Lodge of the Blue Ray, O legacy of the founding fathers of these United States, are there any members of the Lodge of the Blue Ray who will testify next to me that while I was in the lodge in the late 90s, something strange did occur, and I did not know what it meant at the time. But since the beginning of the lodge in the United States, the Blue Lodge of the Master Masons has always been for those who had white skin. And the Negroes had lodges on their own. There in the late 90s, since the beginning of these United States and the history of our founding fathers, all the way to the 90s, there have never been blacks or Negroes in the lodge of the Master Masons within the United States of America. But while I was in the lodges of the Blue Ray, there in the 90s, something interesting did occur. After all this time and all that history and the badges of slavery and colonialism, I heard a rumor coming through the brethren that an order has come down the line from the Grand Lodge of Texas to the brethren of every lodge that blacks, Negroes, African Americans would be allowed into the lodge of the Blue Ray. While I was in the lodge, this happened in front of my eyes, and I had no clue what it meant. It was the late 90s, and I was lost and confused. But, oh, brothers and sisters, you were promised many disclosures, so I'm saying it, and I'm saying it now. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I am a mujahid. How do you know when you truly have heard a disclosure? It's because it comes from a mujahid following the footsteps of the messenger Muhammad. Something that no one claims in the Western world out of fear of retribution. And it comes from a master mason who was in the lodge himself when the order came down that they are going to be niggas in the lodge of the Master Masons. Oh, listen to this funky white boy as he speaks. Oh, Minister Louis Farrakhan, are you hearing the message, oh, my minister? I was there, brother minister, and I saw it, and I heard it with my own eyes and my own ears. It's the late 90s, brothers and sisters. Well, it ain't the late 90s anymore. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and every night the president is wondering, what will I need tomorrow to help my campaign? What will be the best headline for me in the press? What will be the greatest news? And I'm sure he thinks every night that when he wakes up the next morning, the best news he could get is he's got verbal support from a Muslim mujahid. Yeah, that's just great for my re-election campaign. He's got to think. What I need is for more people to think I'm a Muslim. My name is Salim Siddiqui, and I'm telling you on the authority that Barack Hussein Obama is not a Muslim and not a follower of the Prophet Muhammad. But you got to ask yourself, brothers and sisters, who gave that order to the lodge? After all those years, who gave that order to the brethren of the Lodge of the United States of America that it is time to have Negroes in the lodge? My name is Salim Siddiqui, Mr. President, and I am a mujahid who has been tasked with serving at the pleasure of the President of the United States of America. Oh, Mr. President, I am a true mujahid, and I'm serving at your pleasure, whether you realize it or not. I am a master mason, and oh, brethren, especially those in the right wing, this is your wake-up call. Oh, Brother Louis Farrakhan, I'm going to give them a plug. My name is Salim, and as a mujahid, I have been tasked to serve at the pleasure of the United States of America. And oh, Mr. President, I've been tasked to serve you, Barack Hussein Obama, for 2 terms. Mr. President. That's right, brothers and sisters. You heard it, and you heard it here first. You're listening to Hot Conflict. Let's see what the betting odds are now, Mr. President. You got an announcement, verbal, from a mujahid who is a follower of the Prophet Muhammad, who is a master mason. Oh, brothers and sisters, I don't bet because I don't gamble. I bet on light. Those of you who listen know, I never lose. You're listening to Hot Conflict. My name's Salim Siddiqui. And this, as you know, is the strangest story you have ever heard.